time frame down to the lower time frame to see what is obtainable, or what are we looking out for. So firstly, you guys should understand that we're actually on the last week of the month, and majorly it normally used to be a manipulation week, because if we have it that the market has been trending all throughout the month, there is tendency to the market coming back to close. That is to say that probably during last week the market have set up the high of the week, or probably to be coming down to close, or if we have it that the market has been selling, it might be going up to close. So when trading during the end of the month, you have to be very careful and highly technical. So now, firstly on DXY, we have it that DXY has actually been on the upside for consecutive 4 to 5 months now. Since January, we have had DXY running up to the upside. So what am I trying to say now? So we already have a push yesterday. Yesterday's candle closed very bullish, which for sure we are not seeing anything for sure on our left hand side, which looks like going to take price lower. So basically for me, what I would be expecting from dollar index today is I will be expecting another push to the upside. So I'm expecting to see if, because if you watch now, you see that what is it called, today's candle has really retested half of previous day's candle. So I'll be looking to see if this can close bullish today, and likely looking out to see something of this nature tomorrow. I want to see something of this. I want to see Wednesday coming back to retest this region. So this is where I'll be stocking more of long orders on dollar, and hopefully we'll be looking to see if price could get actually to this level this week. If we can't get actually to this level, then we should be looking out to take out the high we created by today. So what am I trying to say? So basically what I'm trying to say is that since yesterday closed very bullish, we're not seeing any weakness on the daily candle yet. So, and we already have it that earlier today market has traded lower to retest some part of this. So we would want to see dollar index moving higher, especially this London section into New York section. Thereby maybe during London section we might have we might see a sell opportunity, or might see price correcting. But for this New York section, I'm looking out to see if dollar could trade higher. So then looking at 4 hours time frame, so basically for me here, I'm looking at this high to be rated. So I'm very interested in this high. So I want to see price coming back to take out this previous day's high. So now nothing much here, we're looking at this high to be rated. So let's look at 2 hours time frame to see if there's anything we could see. So if you look at here now, you see how price keep on we have this region here. You see how beautifully price is looking to reject it. It's not looking to go lower. So if this 2 hours candle in the next 30 minutes could close, that is to say by 8 o'clock, we could have a very good close here. So that is to say that we would definitely get what we want. So we'll be looking at to see how price would move higher. So we want to see an expansion to the outside. So this is more like a consolidation here. We had a consolidation here. You see price came back to retest it, and with what we are seeing here, it seems to be holding. So definitely we'll be expecting price to do or to expand. We want to see that or push to the upside. So that's basically what we are looking at for here. So let's look at lower time frame to see if there's any way we would likely engage this way. So if you see how price came into this region, consolidated, and we have this expansion. So we have this liquidity residing this here above previous days high. So I'm very anxious of seeing the previous days high getting readed. So we want to see how price reacts, how we take out this previous days high. So basically here on 15 minutes time frame. So here on 15 minutes time frame, remember you buy below the open price of the day. So we have it that price opened here, we have this push to the downside, we have this consolidation, we have expansion. So I think something of this nature would be realistic if we can have something of this nature. If price could actually come back to fill out some part of this and push higher, so this will be a good setup for this London section. So now, having understood that we are looking out for a buy opportunity on dollar index, so let's now look at Euro USD and GBP USD to see what we are likely to do on them. So here we have GBP USD. So first, let's start with the monthly time frame and break it down to lower time frame. Okay, so here on monthly time frame, we could see that GBP USD has been on a downtrend for consecutive how many months now? I think about 4 to 5 months. Here we have seen GBP USD trending to the lows. So I'm looking at GBP USD taking out this major low here around 1.26740. So I'm very interested here looking at how GBP USD takes out this. So if we can have this taken out, then probably we could look out for probably a kind of a pullback to somewhere around this region before we continue trading lower. I think our next objective should be this. So this cannot happen so quick. So this is the monthly time frame. So but what do we look out for? We look out for basically where is the nearest liquidity area we are looking to take out. So this is the nearest liquidity we are looking to take out. So this is an external range liquidity. So if we can take out this external range liquidity, then we can begin to talk about the internal range liquidity. So here we have established that monthly time frame on GBP USD is bearish, and we also understand the fact that we're on the last week of the month. Anything could happen. The way you see this candle trading lower. Okay, let me use this now for example. Now let me use this to explain what I was talking about earlier. So you see on this candle now, on this this previous month now, you can see how the market was trading lower here. So probably at the end of the week, this was where the market was, and you see how the market came back to close somewhere around this region, right? Good. Now, so if time is not taken, something is obtainable here. So we might not see price coming down to take out this low. We might end up seeing GBP coming back to close somewhere around this region, something of that nature. So it's very obtainable. So whenever you're on the last week of the month, try to understand what the market has been doing all throughout the month. So there is a high tendency the market might be doing opposite of that during the last week of the month. So it's very obtainable. So but for now, we still know that we are bearish. We're looking out for this particular region to be raided. So let's look at weekly time frame. So coming to weekly time frame, we still have the same objective. We are looking at this what is it called? We're looking at this low here, this liquidity area here to be raided. So let's look at daily. So here on daily, we saw how what is it called? Monday closed very bearish. Monday closed very bearish. So naturally, you guys remember, or if you guys follow up with Money Shower, I will always tell you guys, whenever we have a trend, we have an established trend already, what we just look out for is to see how market could come back to retest at least 50% of previous days range, then continues towards that direction. So here we expecting dollar index to move higher, right? So now the same thing here. Or if you notice, you see I highlighted the region here. So I was just expecting GBP to trade back into around 50% of this previous day, then move lower. So I did not set a limit entry on this, but if you would have followed up with that, you see that price is already running on 30 pips profit for whoever was able to do this or was able to follow this strategy I've always given out to you guys. So now let's go to 4 hours so you guys could see how or why I highlighted that region. So if you look at this region now, you see that we have what we call fair value gap here. We have what we call fair value gap here. See how price went into it nicely and rejected. So the kind of candlestick pattern we see here, we teach our students, this is the kind of candlestick pattern we are looking out for. So this is very good for us. So all we are looking out for here now is go to lower time frame and look for sell opportunity. So here on GBP USD, I want to see price. I want to see price coming down to rate previous day's low, which is about 70 pips. So you see price has already made 30 pips. We just have 40 pips to go. So let's look at how we would be able to get this trade. So let's look at 1 hour time frame. So here on 1 hour time frame, we have it that this high has been taken out. Let's go to lower time frame. I love the way the market is behaving. Let's go to lower time frame to see if we can capitalize on this, to see how we could actually take care of it. So we have more of our consolidation here. We have our expansion to the wrong direction. So I would be looking at this region. I'll be looking at this region to see if we can have price coming back towards that level. If we can have price coming back towards this region, then that is more like when we get into the London section. If I can get any pullback, that's to say, if I can get any pullback towards this region, I'll be looking for short opportunity down here. So my major target for London section into New York section is to raid this low. So if I can get any pullback somewhere around 1.27500, so 1.27500 is a good figure to look forward to sell opportunity. So 1.27500, we have a stop loss above the high of the day, so that's about 22 pips. So if your risk is not up to that, you can go down to lower time frame and look for how to refine ticks more and more. So but I trust me guys, 1.27500 is a good region to sell. So let's watch how the market reacts into London section just 15 minutes time from now. If you can get a good pullback, I think that would be a good trade. So we'll be looking at all this, liquidity to be taken out. All these are liquidity, so we want them to be taken out. So we want previous day's load also to be taken out. If you look here, we also have a void. So I would strongly advise, if you sell, if we can get a pullback here, if you sell, try to take some part of your profits here, then while you aim this and also, so we are looking at here TP1, here TP2, then here TP3. That's about 80 pips target. So let's see how things goes. So let's look at Euro USD. Wow, this is massive. Okay, that's how I was able to put up this trade. So firstly, let's look at monthly time frame. So here on monthly time frame, I told you guys, firstly ask yourself where is the nearest liquidity you're looking out for. So we have this as the nearest liquidity we are looking out for. Wherever, one thing you guys should understand is that anywhere there is liquidity, it attracts price. So we have this as our nearest liquidity area we're looking out for. So we have established the fact we are on a bearish trend. That is established for sure. So let's look at weekly time frame to see what. So the same thing here on weekly time frame, nothing much to do. We already know where we are heading to based on higher time frame perspective. So let's look at our daily time frame also. So looking at daily time frame here, remember what I told you guys. So whenever you have your market set its trend, you have the previous day has been set already. So all you're just looking out for is to see if price could come back to at least half of previous day. If price could come back to at least half of previous day, then you should be looking for opportunity to short. If you're looking for opportunity to short, that is to say, if you have a bearish day, if you have a bullish day, then you look for price to come back to at least half of the previous day. You look for opportunity to buy. That is to say, if you understand where your direction of the market is heading towards to. So here now, let's go to 4 hours. I think this chart will be a little bit more clearer on 4 hours. Okay, I did not get this on 4 hours. I think it was either 1 hour or 15 minutes. Okay, good. So now look at this very, very closely. Now you see, during yesterday we have it that this invalidated our rule of consolidation, so we were unable to take trade completely yesterday, and we don't take it on Monday. So that's why you see money showers comes from Tuesday. So now looking at this now, you see how price ran out this liquidity here, went further to break structure, then was accumulating here. So we have our liquidity resting above this region here. This region here. So I have my area of interest somewhere around here on 15 minutes time frame. Yeah, so you see we have an area of interest here. If you guys will see why I highlighted this somewhere around like something like this on GPS. It's saying if price could actually come back to rate, I would look for opportunity to short. So this is it. So I was just waiting for price basically to come back here for me to sell. So if you guys see price came back there around 4:30 a.m. in the morning, and we got our snipe entry as usual. So this was actually 8.8 pips stop loss. We have 8.8 pips stop loss here, 8.8 pips stop loss here. So, and this was 1:4 trade, and this guys, you can see we already made more than 1:3 already. So all we're just looking out for now is just to see if our TP could get hit. So now what am I looking out for here? So this Euro USD trade is gone already. So okay, it's not yet gone. So we have this here, we have price taking out this high. We have price taking out this high here. So we have price breaking structure here. So we have price coming back to give us a failure swing. So if you can go down to 5 minutes, use your Fibonacci. So use your Fibonacci. So we have this area here as good region where we can sell Euro USD. So I think a retest here would be a good place to sell Euro USD. I'm having your stop loss above this region. So what am I saying in essence? So let me use this to make it look more better. So if we can have something of this nature, so which is approximately 1:2, which I don't actually advise. I prefer 1:3 trade. I prefer 1:3 trade. Do you get? So I prefer 1:3 trade. So but something of this is okay. I think my entry basically will be 1.02250. Yeah, 1.0250. So I think that should give you about 1:2.7. So if this can be if we can get something of this nature, I think is okay. If we can get something of this nature, I think is okay. So let's see if we can get something of this nature on Euro USD. So if we cannot get something of this nature, then we concentrate to see if GPSD can give us a pullback for entry. So we are looking for sell opportunity on EU around 1.07250. While we're also looking for what is it called? We're also looking for sell opportunity on GPSD. So having said that, so let's look at what do I have next here? So this is Euro GBP, no? So let's talk about gold. So let's look at monthly time frame on gold. So this is gold money. Okay guys, so here on gold now, so if you look very well, you would see that you would see how gold is reacting. So gold came towards around the all-time high, and since there we have seen beautiful rejection on gold. So looking at gold, basically for me here on monthly time frame, I see more of downside on gold. I'm seeing more of downside. So I'm looking to see if gold could actually come back to take out this liquidity set here. So that is what I'm actually looking out for. I'm seeing more of downside on gold. But the issue, the challenge I have here is that with the war between Ukraine and Russia, you know, whenever there is war, everybody tends to kind of invest more on gold. Do you understand? Everybody takes his asset to gold. Everybody wants to put his money to. So this is supposed to be driving gold price higher. This is the reason why you see that last 2 months gold was pushing higher. So now I don't know how possible it is that price is going to drop because the war is still on. So but if the war could actually be called off or something of that nature, if they can reach up an agreement, I'm seeing gold price going lower. Do you understand now? But because of the war stuff, so I'm not very comfortable, confident about this sell on gold. But basically, technically wise, I'm seeing gold dropping. Do you understand? Technically wise, I'm seeing gold dropping. So at least this level coming to take out this liquidity before we push higher. So but because of the war, gold looks fundamentally bullish. So let's look at 1 week. So now looking at weekly time frame here, so you guys could see gold has been dropping aggressively for the past 2 weeks now. So that on a short, take out this liquidity. So this is basically what I'm looking out for gold based on weekly time frame. So technically wise, I'm bearish on gold, though fundamentally suggesting bullish. So let's look at 1 day time frame. Let's look at daily time frame. So coming into daily time frame now, so I tried going into a buy yesterday on gold. I lost to that because I was looking at this. We took out this sell side liquidity. Then I was looking to say, okay, fine, can we have a bullish Monday to rather probably come back to somewhere around this region, then before we could actually continue to the downside. So you guys see price keep on trending lower. So if you watch here closely, we see that we have liquidities resting on this region. We have bag of liquidity here, so we can actually call this liquidity So we have liquidities resting here now. So gold has created multiple liquidities on this region here now. So what am I looking out for? So what I was looking out for now is just the same thing I told you guys. Whenever you have an established trend already, just wait to see if the previous day, if the new day could actually come back to retest at least half of the previous day. Then you start looking for opportunity to continue the trend. So I'm looking out for something of this nature. You see, we have impulsing to the downside. We want to see price try to retest a bit, move again to the downside. So what am I looking at for? Retest again, then do what? Move to the downside, so that we can have what? Clear this liquidity. So this is more like what I'm looking at for. So let's look at 4 hours time frame. So here on 4 hours time frame, you see nothing much. We have region here which can also hold price, but naturally for me, I would not want to take anything around this level. I would have preferred if gold would have come above this region here where I highlighted. So let's look at 2 hours time frame. Okay, nothing much here on 2 hours time frame. 1 hour time frame. So here on 1 hour time frame, you see how price is looking to reject here, which all my primary objective was I want to see how price reacts on this region. So I wanted to see price coming back above this region here, then reacting somewhere around this region, then I could have a sell opportunity down. You guys get, so price is reacting here, so I'm not engaging. I don't have anything to do with that. So let's look at 30 minutes, but let's just look at it. But I am not going into a sell on gold unless if price could come up to this region. This is only where I would consider looking for sell opportunity on gold around this region. But as soon as price did not cross this region, this would even be better if price should come up to this and give me something nice. I would look for opportunity to short. But from here, I'm not looking for any short opportunity. I'm still waiting patiently to see if gold price could actually come up to this region at least. Do you get? So nothing here on gold, nothing much here on gold. Gold is just more like building good liquidity here. We have this beautiful trend line here, so it's more like gold is just building this, giving those guys trading trend line out there. They believe that gold is moving higher. Do you understand? So we want to see something of this nature. Then we move lower aggressively. I want to see that aggressive move to do what? Clear all those their stop losses. You know, as price keep on building this, a lot of people keep on buying, a lot of people keep on buying, a lot of people keep on buying, and they keep on having their stop losses here, and we're looking to capitalize on that. That's just the pattern I trade. So waiting for gold to come to this region so that we can short. So nothing much here on gold. So let's look at BTC USD. So beautiful trade on BTC USD. You guys following us saw our post here. We took a beautiful shot here on BTC USD down to this region here. So now let's look at 4 hours. This looks very nice on 4 hours. So here I'm looking at BTC on a long run coming down to this region. This is where I'm looking for buy opportunity on BTC USD. So but for the short while, so I want to see if price could actually, we have this major old low here being taken out. We have this major old low here being taken out. So we have this market consolidation, expansion to the wrong direction. We have break of structure already. So all I want to see is I want to see price trading to around 1.39 800, 1.99 600, 700, 800, around that region. Then we could get a long opportunity down here. So I'm looking to buy BTC USD back to this region. If we get back to the region, then if all confluences being equal, I would want to see a drop down to this region. So this is basically what I'm looking out for on what is it called, BTC USD. So this is what I'm looking out for on the market. So if you guys have any questions, you can actually unmute yourself and ask. There is none, we call it up a day.